On the agenda tonight, we're going to be taking a look at Lainey Wilson with her live performance at this year's Country Music Association Awards. Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to another analysis video. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. So, with this particular awards show, it is the first time ever that I've seen the Country Music Association Awards advertised in the UK. So it was being shown on UK TV, and I didn't catch it live, but I have been sent videos since the awards so that I could have a look at some performances, because people have been asking me whether the vocals are pitch corrected, auto-tuned, lip-synced, all that kind of stuff that I normally get. So with the other analysis videos we've done from awards shows, we had the MTV awards shows, I think, and as you guys can probably tell, that those were more lip synced and pitch corrected, all that kind of stuff. And more recently we had the AMAs, and that turned out to be a lip sync performance as well. So now we have the country music equivalent. So we are going to be looking at Lainey Wilson's performance. I've isolated the vocal, run it through the pitch monitoring software so we can see what's going on. As always, there's a link in the description below to this original video if you want to enjoy the performance without the analysis. But let's just jump into this and see what's going on.
I'm the kind to take the keys, don't sit in a shotgun seat unless I want to, and you make me want to. Hypnotized by the white lines, your hands tending to on this heart of mine, makes me feel at home. Yeah, boy, I'm right at home. In a 4x4 by you, babe, from the bayou to Kentucky, city to the country, from here to Timbuktu.
And this song, by the way, is called 4x4 by You. And this is great because this is a live vocal. This is absolutely, when I say live vocal, I mean live and unedited. So this has not been post-pitch corrected. It's not using auto-tune. It's not lip-synced. This is literally doing what I'm doing here. Lainey has a microphone and we're hearing her voice. And I mean, I laugh. I mean, it shows you the kind of condition that the music industry is in at the moment, where it's amazing to hear this. Not only is it amazing to hear a live vocal, just a live vocal in a live performance, but at an awards show. I mean, I have to say that country music in general, and I've been doing this for years on the channel, looking at lots of different performances, and you know what, 6 or 7 years ago, I spent quite a long time looking at country artists and, technically great players, guitarists and technically great singers and just musicians who know what it's all about, and they just play and they do what they do. And country music for me has always been, since looking at those videos, the absolute top level of not only vocal ability, but instrumental ability. So the guitarists, for example, playing acoustic guitar, not using any effects, and just having perfect technique. They're all performing at the top level. They have paid their dues with the hours that they've put in. Lainey, when we're looking at her vocal, of course, to the untrained eye, somebody might say, oh, look, D4 over the line, pitch corrected. Must be. Moving forward, E4 over the line, must be pitch corrected. Moving forward, D4 over the line, A3 over the line, must be pitch corrected. No, this is just a great voice. And I've said before in many videos that singing with a high degree of pitch accuracy is really difficult. It takes a hell of a lot of practice, and the great singers who can hit pitches this accurately have been singing more often than not their whole lives. If they haven't been singing their whole lives, they've been singing for the majority of their life, and they have managed to tune their ear and control their vocal cords to this kind of level where they are so accurate. Now, the reason that we know, but first of all, that it's live, you can't hear that processing sound. A computer isn't adjusting this. We're just hearing Lainey's voice unfiltered through the microphone. So when we go back, for all of the times that you say, oh, look, over the E4, well, where's this then? Flat of the C4. Where's this? Between notes. Where's this? Flat of the A sharp 3. And what's happening down here? Between notes. You get pitch accuracy and expression. There's always going to be a mix. And as I always say, there's always going to be a reset. So when you've hit lines regularly, like this and like this, if I keep scrolling through, here again, really accurate. And again here, what happened down here? We had a bit of a reset here. And, technically we went a little bit sharp here. This now ascended up. So you get these natural resets in the voice, which is just expression. Expression happens between these lines. So as we keep going through, I mean, look at the way that we just, again, ascend to that B3. But here, again, between lines. But just the fact that we are this accurate on the E4, I mean, this is absolutely crazy. Have a listen.
Four hands, 10 and 2 on this heart of mine makes me feel at home. Yeah, boy, I'm right at home.
And again, I mean, this sounds great, but look here, we are way sharp of the A3. We're technically sharp of the D4 here, but it just sounds great because it's in context. It's a natural voice, and then Lainey just absolutely nails the B3, just locks in with pitch. And this is, again, what you hear with great singers. They lock into pitch here and there, but they've got this natural flow to their voice that just makes it really interesting to listen to.
For bayou, back from the bayou to Kentucky, city to the country, from here to Timbuktu. And boy, after a long day, there ain't no wrong way to drive my crazy in a 4x4 bayou.
I mean, this is crazy consistent for a live vocal. And this is what I love to listen to, this kind of vocal, especially nowadays with everything being pitch corrected, because it reminds you that there are great singers out there. But somebody who is nowhere near as accurate as Lainey is will be more accurate than Lainey is. That's the irony. That pitch correction, this would be moved up to the A4. So somebody that missed it by quite a way would now be placed over the line, therefore being more accurate than Lainey is live. Country music and the Country Music Association Awards undoubtedly would have had the option to have artists lip sync, to have them be auto-tuned, to then maybe release their official videos after the event and post pitch correct them. They would have had all of those options, but they've chosen not to do that. So, I mean, whoever's made that decision, I want to say thank you. And it shows that there are some people that are in important positions and high level positions that still have their heads screwed on from a musical perspective to allow this to be heard fully live, to not have any editing going on. And it's great that country music, I think, here in the UK is now starting to take off, because we missed out on all of that. And I love the fact that this was televised in the UK and we actually got to appreciate live vocals that weren't edited, because everything else that I've seen on especially award shows here in the UK, everything else is edited, and it's almost like it can't be released because it has to be perfect. It can't be anything other than perfect. But yeah, the irony is that country music artists are so good that they are getting, perfect performances without any editing. The people that are not pitch correcting their voices have amazing voices. So the other singers have to, or at least the music industry, the producers, they have to do something to try and get close to these people. So they bring them up. And again, another irony is that the great singers are then being pitch corrected, so they're being brought down to the same level as the other pitch corrected singers who aren't as good. But thankfully, Lainey's voice has not been edited, so we just get to enjoy it.
Fire on the tailgate, feet on the dashboard, oh, nothing
And again, this kind of thing, that expression is just what it's all about. Just going flat of the E4. And Lainey is not looking at a pitch monitor while she's singing. She just decides where to sing automatically on how, depending on how she's feeling and where she wants that note to be.
on the dashboard, oh, nothing.
And that note there, being flat, it is where it is. And it's not quite, up to the E4. But that would be moved by somebody, by a producer nowadays. So it's great that all these little bits of expression obviously makes Lainey's voice her voice. It's going to be unique because her personality has been left in there. I mean, it's a really interesting voice as well, because listen out for her vibrato.
To the country, from here to Kalamazoo. And boy, after a long day, you know there ain't no wrong way to drive my crazy in a 4x4 by you.
Right at the end, this is the only bit of noticeable vibrato that we have. So Lainey's voice, it sounds so unique because she is absolutely reliant on pitch accuracy, because she's not going, holding a note and going, yeah. She doesn't have that wide vibrato. So when she's going, ooh, she's just hitting straight notes rather than going, ah. And when you've got vibrato in there all the time, ah, it means that you're always in and around the notes, but the pitch is always moving. So the ear is picking up the note you're singing by having the average of those waves. So when I go, ah, wherever that wave goes up and down, the note that your ear is taking in is in the middle of those waves more often than not. So if you haven't got any accompaniment to help, that's what the ear will do. It will pick up, ah, and me going, ah, you would see it going up and down, but the note I'm hitting is, ah, that's the pitch, even though, ah, it's moving all the time. So that's something that your ear does. It instinctively knows the note that's being sung. So when you get rid of that vibrato, the hitting a straight note has to be absolutely bang on, because you can't kind of be in and around the note. You have to be bang on. And Lainey absolutely is, when we look through this, really accurate here, really accurate, slightly sharp, but that is still super accurate. And then she holds the note, you can see here, with that vibrato. But I'm just going to have a little skip through. Another good example here, maintaining note and have that really subtle vibrato. It's quite fast, actually. It kind of happens like that. So it's really subtle.
Fly me to the stars.
That tiny wobble.
In a 4x4 by you, babe, from the bayou to Kentucky.
And again, I love hearing all this kind of stuff, because guess what? This is a live vocal, and this is what live vocals sound like.
4x4 by you, babe, from the
there, that, yeah, babe, and it kind of went a little bit at the top there, because B4. I mean, she was pretty much bang on with the B4, so I was kind of exaggerating it there, and then went a little bit sharp at the end. But these are live vocals, and we have to normalise live vocals again. Rather than somebody listening to their favourite pitch-corrected or auto-tuned artist and saying, well, my favourite artist never does that live. They're always pitch perfect. They never miss a note. Guess why they never miss a note? Because it isn't their voice. it's a computer processor producing a representation of the noise they made as a note. So that's why they never miss a note, because it's physically impossible for them to miss a note. I mean, country music is all about the story and the connection, and when you leave vocals as they are, especially with great singers, you get the strongest connection. And because pitch correction or auto-tune isn't softening all of the consonants to get them in tune, it means you can hear the story of the song more clearly.
And boy, after a long day, you know there ain't no wrong way to drive my crazy.
I mean, this kind of thing where we've got, a little rundown that's really accurate and then absolutely nails that E4. It's the intervals that are so spot on, that are so impressive as well, considering that we're just really singing straight notes here. And of course, look out for it. We always get this little reset here, but this is where the expression is, so we're not always going to be over lines. I mean, look at this. Slightly sharp of the A4, but then just so spot on. Naturally, by the way. And there we have it. That's then the end of the performance. And again, here, it's got the freedom to go a little bit sharp. I haven't seen a performance from the awards show that wasn't fully live and a fully natural vocal, which is so rare for me to say. So yeah, a massive hats off to the awards show for just allowing singers to sing. This is totally live, and this is a natural voice, and it's great to see. One of these videos in amongst all the other ones that we do, but sometimes it will turn out that we do have a fully live vocal, and this is one of those cases, which I am pleased to say. So thank you guys for requesting this particular analysis video for tonight. As always, keep those suggestions and requests coming for future analysis videos in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think, and if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!